Hello everybody, we are back with our update. So, what I said, the next stage should have been 1 to level 40, make them level automatically, but I experienced way too many problems, so I was not able to make it 1 to 40, and I have way too much footage to kind of put this all together in a video. So what we have now is level 20 bots, every single class of the game except the main party we created first, and they are already at level 40. So except those 8 bots, we have every single class here now in Gludio leveled to level 20 automatically. They did it by themselves, and I will show you again this process, how I did it, what's happening, and let's hope you will enjoy it. Also, I am thinking of starting to stream when I'm doing these updates, so if you're interested, just check the link in the video description. Okay, let's go. So basically, how this all went, I created every single class and every single race in the starting zones, and just programmed them to kill gremlins till level 5. Basically the easy way to start this going. I created fighters in human fighters, then human mages, and so on. I went through every single race, every single starting zone, and then I started doing them separate. So I made mages separate from the fighters. So I started filming 1 to 20 only human fighters. Then I had 1 to 20 human wizards, then 1 to 20 elf fighters, then elf wizards, dark elf fighters, dark elf wizards. So basically, I will not show you all of this because it's very repetitive and it's just kind of the same stuff. So I'm thinking just kind of show the main issues, maybe what I experienced, or some weird, stupid bugs, what was happening. And yeah, I will just keep showing that and explaining what we are working towards. So our very first problem was already in the gremlin zone, that human fighters were unable to leave it. They didn't understand what is walls. I don't get it because we already have a party that managed to do a Kamaloka labyrinth run. Like, they should understand what is walls and what is objects and how to go around them, but for some reason they were just unable to do it. So one managed to get out of the gremlin zone and he kind of got lost in between the bridge and water. He didn't understand where to go. But yeah, that I just needed to put a location where to go for them, and after that they started moving. After they finally learned how to move again, I saw a problem that for some reason, if they lock on a target and they get attacked, maybe they were looking for aggressive monsters and were kind of ignoring the normal ones, but they failed to defend themselves. So as you can see, the guy has 2 monsters on him, but he's still chasing and looking for other monsters instead of defending himself. So I had to fix that to make a priority to defend if attacked, and only then look for new targets. So after they reach a specific level, I wanted to transfer them to Stronghold 3 in Camel Village, and I got lost. Where are they? Because they just disappeared, but my server says they are online. And then once I use the command go to, I realized that they are there. The server for some reason just doesn't load them because they were counted as still as NPCs, not a regular player. So after a scroll of escape, they couldn't load themselves into the game. So, but yeah, we fixed that very fast, just appearance thing, and we keep moving forward. So, and basically here I was just following them in a Stronghold 3. I made them to level up here till level 20. Every single race will be leveling here till level 20 from level 15. Some of them from around level 10, 11. Depends, do they have a normal starting zone like humans, you know. For example, Dwarf didn't have anything around, or it was very confusing to do it because it's water everywhere and they kind of weird with water and this Geodata, so I try to avoid it. So yeah, for example, Dwarf was leveling in Camel zones as Camels themselves. So yeah, and they kind of leveled here without very much more issues. And after that, I made them to just use Scroll of Escape and go to Gludio. The main issue with human wizards were that they were unable to cast a wind strike. It kind of went in a loop, and I was very confused because they managed to do this with gremlins. So what just happened? And then I figured out that for some reason they were trying to get to the gremlins, so they start the wind strike and then they realize it's not a gremlin, so they cancel it, and then it kind of does the same loop over and over again. And I invited them into party. Then in a party it was working because the party overrides the automatic leveling. So the party is still done how we started with the first videos. In the party, the bots are following party leader commands, but without the party they should work automatically, and then they just got lost for this weird reason. Then we had elves doing kind of the same what human wizards just did. They came to the zone after the gremlins and they couldn't lock on the target because for the different reason now they were kind of locking onto the zone location every tick of their thought process. So they connect to the target, they start running to the mob, then on the next tick they were forced to go to the location because they are not attacking anything yet, and this happened, what you see now. Here's another little thing we needed to fix. It was not kind of strict for them that they cannot use other abilities if the weapon doesn't allow it. So as you can see here, our planeswalker with a dagger is using sword skill. That's not okay, so we had to fix that. Here's another instance of the same thing where our future Phantom Ranger was using bow skill with a sword, so we hard coded it for him as well that this is not allowed. Here we're chatting with our little bot. Of course, they still have the lowest model Olam LLM, so they're not very smart. They can understand some chat. They will not speak like an actual person yet, but in the future I'm planning to implement a way bigger model once everything is going, so they will be very human-like behavior. And here, I don't know how I didn't think about it before, I noticed that our archer is not kiting, he's just standing and tanking damage, and I was like, wait, what? Why? Why I'm not doing the kiting stuff? Because if you guys saw last video, tank already knows how to kite, so how come archer is not kiting, yeah? So we're fixing this. And here we go, look at this little archer. He's running and shooting. Very beautiful. Yeah, and from here on I didn't really have that much issues anymore, just some minor things. So yeah, I had a lot of restarts. I am lost in all this footage. So yeah, for example, mages, they just ran, they did their thing, they basically leveled from 0 to 20 without any issues. And so where I'm going with this is basically I read a lot of Reddit posts and comments, and I saw a lot of people started posting now about these Lineage2 offline servers, and it has a lot of attraction. People are interested in this, so I think we will not stop these bots at level 40. We will continue improving them, and that's why from now, from level 20, I will make them level automatically without any direction, without zones, nothing. So they will have to scan the server files by themselves. They will have to see what monsters fits them. For example, if it's a strong magic defense monster, probably mage will not choose that zone. If it's a weak archer zone, the archer might go there, you know, like they will keep deciding from now on where they will go just by themselves without me guiding them. And I want to make this from 20 to 40. At 40 they will stop, so I can have some data and just, you know, follow them and see what will happen. I will be streaming this again, saying to you again that I will be streaming this if you're interested in this project. I don't have specific time because, well, I'm not really working, but I do stuff, so I don't know yet how to do all of this. Sometimes I have time, sometimes I don't have time, as I am into trading, so sometimes I need to sit and trade, sometimes I have time to do all of this hobby now, side hustle, you know, at the side. So yeah, just check my stream on the description in the video if you're interested in this. I don't know, put some notification or something if that's allowed on Kick. I didn't really stream on Kick much. I had like few tries. I don't know how it works exactly. Or I might even stream on YouTube. I'm not sure. But I think I will stay with Kick if it's streaming. Also, as you can see, I'm flagged because once you hit these bots, they actually react like players. The server reacts like you're hitting a player, so you get flagged. And I would like to implement now, while doing 20 to 40, PvP defense. So as we saw, they already understand how to defend themselves from a monster if getting attacked. I will try to do a PvP defense as well. So if it gets attacked by a player, it defends itself, it starts attacking and it goes into a PvP mode. It will not initiate PvP, I would say, unless maybe, depends on the class, I can try to do something like if you're trying to kill his monster, he will get aggressive and will start attacking you, you know, like an actual player would. We can think about this later, but yeah, first basic step, I would do a PvP defense as well. So kind of that's it for today. You saw how it went, what I did. I had some bugs, some fixes. Of course, it's very hard to make this kind of video with a lot of information, to show actually everything. That's why I said I think it's better to stream this so you can guys see live, you know, me changing stuff and updating it and how it works and all these restarts and everything. I think that might be more interesting, you know. And yeah, I will keep making this as well, kind of a short summary of changes and what happened. And yeah, so our next chapter will be 20 to 40, make them think by themselves, go where they want, decide everything, and on top of that, if we can, we implement PvP defense. See you next time, guys.